Now I would like to show you about our turbo physical examination. The physical examination works on the basis that of a normal examination, and you make changes from the normal, and those are carried through on future encounters. And we'll show you a little bit about the examination. Now, to add something or change something, you simply go into the appropriate box and add it, and you see we just changed the blood pressure there. And as you see, just to go back for a second, we have very extensive vital signs that all these things open up. And we have the ability to, just like in the history, to append data. So for instance, if somebody has a foreign body in their ear canal, we can't come up with a list of all those foreign bodies, but we can simply add what the foreign body was, and it's appended to the list there. In addition, for things like murmurs, there's no way of knowing how many murmurs a person has, so we have a way of adding multiple murmurs. In this case, we'll add one murmur, and you can see, again, it's a very extensive list of findings with murmurs, but for simplicity of the demonstration, we'll just say he had a systolic murmur, and then we'll add another and say he had a diastolic murmur. And you see those murmurs here in the exam. Now, orthopedics, essentially everything in orthopedics works that way, so this allows you to put virtually an infinite number of findings in for orthopedics or things like masses, etc. Now, in addition, we have the ability, we don't have hard, rigid templates. We have the ability to add findings. In this case, we'll just say their lymph nodes, and we'll just say the right auricular lymph node, posterior auricular were palpable. We can add that. So we have a finding there. If we decide we don't want to have lymph nodes in the exam, we can take that out. We decide we do, we can put that in. Now the other thing that we have is exam types. Rather than having rigid templates, we have exam types, which we can predefine. In this case, we've got the standard is the physical exam of the adult, but we have already defined a genital exam. And we'll click on that, and we'll see that a lot of things we had before are no longer there. We have a reduced exam. So this, you can set up different exam types as your practice demands. Again, we could add something else to that simply, or decide to take it out. And making exam types are very easy. We'll just show you one now. We'll have one that's already been defined. We'll just do the URI. We'll click on that, and we'll just make it active. It was inactivated, just really. And you'll see we've defined the list of what we want to include in the URI. And we'll just add abdominal, just so you can see that we can add something to this. We'll click it to close it, and then we'll close the window, and then we'll see this in the exam type, and voila. We've made a URI exam type, and we can work with this, and again, we can flip back to the original if we wanted to.